The word land banking is one of the most confused words in real estate. And today, I'm going to give you more insight into what exactly land banking is and why it's necessary for anyone that wants to create wealth. Hello, my name is Dozie Alibo. I am the real estate broker that actually helps individuals take advantage of the environment to be able to see the potentials of real estate. Land banking has been defined by a lot of people as buying the bush and waiting for it to explode and become a city. And yes, that is correct. Logically, land banking is you putting your money in a real estate asset that has a lot of potentials to appreciate. And now, because you are not a wizard or you're not a witch, you don't have the ability to know if any property would actually appreciate. However, they are very, very strong indices that you can actually take advantage of to be able to know if a land is going to be profitable at the end of the day for land banking. Not all time that you buy the bush, it becomes land banking. Sometimes it becomes land backing, which actually means that your money is moving backward if you buy the bush that doesn't have potentials to appreciate. So how can you, who is busy with your everyday activity, be able to understand which are the lands that have the ability to appreciate beyond all the marketing noise out there? First of all, the first thing you need to pay attention to is the legitimacy of the title documentation and the kind of title documentation. This is highly important because at the end of the day, every asset that you buy has to be one that has the capacity to be transferable. If it's one that you buy that has no transferable capacity because the papers are not strong enough, you don't have anything at the end of the day. You have no assets, or you just simply have a paper. One of the major issues around this in the city of Abuja is a lot of difference between the FCDA and the area council papers. And now, because of the new sheriff in town, the new minister of the FCT, Honorable Yeson Wike, a lot of people are becoming very aware that having the proper documentation of an FCDA approved title is highly more important than having the area councils, which anything could happen around it. So having your proper title ensures that you have an asset in the long term, because the concept of land banking is you're buying a land. Let me give you a proper example of what land banking can do for you. There was a specific area in the airport corridor called the Hutu region that got sold for about 3.6 million naira for 150 square meters in the month of December 2024. As of June 2026, that same plot is going for over 20 million naira, which you can see it's over 400% appreciation in value, because when the project was initially launched, nothing was happening around the area. People even had to find a way to get into the location because there was no road. So the second major factor you need to pay attention to is what we call the developer's infrastructural development. When you buy the bush, literally, it's the responsibility of buying from a credible developer who you believe will be able to start infrastructural development within the site. One of the first things to do is what we call perimeter fencing, understanding that the place needs to be secured first of all. Once it's secured, the value of the property begins to appreciate. Once various infrastructures are brought in, the value keeps on appreciating. All this can be found out by the previous track records of these developers, or understanding where their vision of this project is going, so that you can be a part of it and you can understand how the appreciation will affect you based on their work. The third major factor that affects land banking is external infrastructural development. This external infrastructural development has to do with, like, the government developing the roads, developing electricity around the area, developing schools around the area, probably a big factory is coming to the area. These are external infrastructural developments that will affect the appreciation of your land banked property. For example, we have locations right now that are really doing very well because there is a road between Kabusa and Keti that is going to lead through the back of the Lube corridor into the Kuje corridor. And now the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory is looking at that area, expanding the road, opening up the road to create an alternative route into the city of Abuja through that access. And now, because of the potentials around there, the value of properties will appreciate around that access. Currently, I have plots going on in that area, 150 square meters going on for 4.5 million naira. I also have plots of 500 square meters going for just 15 million naira. And these are pre-sale prices. and they are FCDA approved documentation. It's an opportunity for you to take a part of this pre-sale land banking opportunity. So share this video with a friend, like and subscribe.